flashing on your screens now. A net profit of 2437 crores compared to a poll of 2450. So in line with expectations. The revenue too higher than what the CNBC TV18 poll was anticipating at 31,353 crores. Poll was at 31,337. So revenues higher than expectations. The net profit too in line with what the CNBC TV18 poll was indicating. So on the looks of it, at least it's a revenue beat for Mahindra and Mahindra for this time around. We'll see more on the margins front as to how the numbers have shaped up. So we'll await more details on that. But for now, the net profit figure at 2437 in line with expectations, and the revenue at 31,353 is also higher than what the poll was expecting. And so Mahindra and Mahindra, of course, has been one of the outperformers in this year for the Nifty, at least ahead of the results. The stock is always down 4%, but ahead of its results too, the stock has zoomed up almost 20% in the last 1 month. So that is what Mahindra and Mahindra has done so far ahead of its results. We'll get you more details as they emerge for now, and we can get more details on the EBITDA and margin front. There you can see the EBITDA at 4683 crores compared to the CNBC TV18 poll of 1458. We'll get more clarity on that, and the margins too. We'll see how they have shaped up. Of course, clarity will be also awaited on their SUVs business as to how that has fared, the tractor business, how that has fared, and the road ahead for the tractor business as well. So they remain the SUV market share, as I can see from their press release, as at 22.5% in at the end of FY25. The tractors business too, the highest ever full year market share at 43.3%. So the stock too recovering after that initial dip that it had seen after the numbers, and is surging back towards the highs of the day. So, and at least prima facie, Reema, the numbers look good on the screen.
Oh, indeed. And it's been reporting such robust volume growth numbers, right? Quarter after quarter. I think in the quarter of Q1, the total volume growth was up 19% year on year. Break that up, you've got auto volumes up 18% and tractor volumes up 23%. So both engines for M&M have been doing very well, auto and tractor. And plus now for the tractor season, you are getting into the monsoon. Monsoon hopefully will be normal. The income tax cuts will boost spending. So that could be a benefit for perhaps, tractor sales. So the street has been very bullish on M&M. And now again, I remember even Q3 was a good quarter in line with expectations. And Mahindra has delivered on street expectations even in Q4. It's turned out to be a good quarter, a beat on the revenue, a beat on the margins to EBITDA, particularly significantly higher at 46,803, higher than the CNBC TV18 poll of, I think, about 44,100 crores. So big beat on margins. Let's get in Prakash Diwan. He joins us on the show. Prakash, M&M has already had a good rally. It's outperformed many of its peers. Give us your initial take on these numbers.
So, Reema, to be honest, it has rallied, but, it is still off its highs given the fear that people had with the Tesla and BYD possibilities of coming into India and all. But these numbers tell you that their leadership in SUVs, leadership in even the farm equipment is absolutely unchallenged. And the electric vehicle portfolio will only add to the salience and growth. So very, very positive on this. Even the new acquisition, the SML Isuzu acquisition, is extremely positive for them. So I think it's a company that's on a roll. The business is matured enough. They've done whatever it takes to kind of streamline, and plug gaps where they used to be. So very, very well placed. And these numbers tell you that they have the ability to go against the tide and increase market share, increase margins. So that's really commendable.
Prakash, tractor volumes too in the fourth quarter have risen 23%.
Yeah.
And even on and heading into the monsoons as well. So with SUVs firing, heading into a monsoon, so things seem to be falling into place right now for M&M, isn't it?
Oh, absolutely. So, generally there is an expectation that farm equipment sales pick up only, monsoon and post-monsoon. But, what has happened is there's a shift in market share. If you realize, a lot of the MNC players have actually not been doing very well on the distribution side. There are lots of dealerships that have got rationalized. And Scotch Kubota has moved itself into a different trajectory category. So their portfolio mix is going through a bit of a evolution. And I would believe till the Japanese get their way, are able to establish what they want to focus on, that's the time where when they blink, Mahindra has actually taken market share. So I was anticipating this, and I think going forward, even the EV side of the portfolio will contribute very significantly. So that's another vector that we've not yet penciled in. So hopefully it'll probably make its new highs, which it came down from. It came down drastically because of the Tesla news, but I think it's correcting itself in a very positive way.
It came down drastically, I remember, underperforming, but it's climbed back up. It's still about 9% lower from its record high levels, but that's largely even where the market is. Even the Nifty is down about 6-7% from its all-time high levels. But Prakash, one final question. And the question is, can you buy Mahindra & Mahindra at this price?
Oh, certainly. Certainly.
Okay.
And as I said, you just have, as Hormaz also pointed out, the farm equipment peak season is yet to come. And if they've already seen growth there, that means, they're doing something right in terms of clawing back market share. And the SUV segment is something where a lot of the models that came in from competition have actually all kind of stabilized. So there's nothing new that's coming. Whereas these people have the EV portfolio and the Thar variants and all of that will keep them in the running. So definitely, I wouldn't be surprised they'll probably outperform the market. Being a Nifty stock, it's important that money comes into the allocations start coming in vis-a-vis some of the other names, and that will actually take away a lot of the slack which is there.
All right, Prakash, thank you so much for sparing time and joining us today to decode the numbers of M&M. A strong beat coming in there, 39% higher the EBITDA on a year-on-year basis. Margins to expanding 150 bips from last year. The company has also announced a dividend of around 25 rupees a share for its shareholders. So a strong quarter for Mahindra & Mahindra. The stock remaining around 1.25% higher. Of course, mind you, it has surged around 20% before the earnings announcements over the last month or so. Take a short break. On the other side, we bring you more on the markets. Stay tuned.